If you're not familiar with the Association of Young Americans, our focus is on helping young people become better informed and engaged in public policy issues.
It's really frustrating. I mean, as a young person who, yes, we're involved in policy, but to feel this helplessness of not really knowing what the next step is, and we can all engage in a debate about what is going wrong and wrong.
Where we are right now, the strategy that was laid out in February, March of this year was termed the New Way Forward, and the objective that we have now as stated in Iraq is creating a democratic Iraq that can govern itself, defend and sustain itself, and be an ally in the war on terror.
Same thing. War is politics. Thinking about where we're fighting wars right now, think about what governs those countries' political systems, because it's pretty important to understand.
Why the Israelis they turned against Al-Qaeda? Several reasons why they turned against Al-Qaeda. The first is they saw the violence of Al-Qaeda. They believe that the brutality and violence of Al-Qaeda, they were opposing a very strict Islamic code of ethics and conduct. There are large unemployment, push of unemployment in Iraq, but a source of getting money is to join a militia, whether it's Shia militia or Sunni groups. And all these Sunni groups now are funded or cooperating with the Americans. They call them the Awakening Councils.
What we found out in Iraq is Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty together again. Number one, Otto von Bismarck, 1875. Woe to the leader whose arguments for a war are less convincing in the middle of the war than they were before the war started. 20 years ago, Congresswoman Pat Schroeder raised this issue in a really clear-cut manner. We are paying $170 billion a year to defend Europe, where college is free. Healthcare, free. Daycare, no problem. They put their taxes into those things, and we spend our taxes defending them.
And my question is, are they saying Sunnis in the Shiite area to control them? Is this one of the biggest problems we have by training troops that are not their religion and sending them there, and that's what's causing a lot of violence?
I think in the past they were definitely moving troops from different religious backgrounds into other areas. Part of it was a trust issue, to what Dr. Bakre said. You have two main groups, maybe three groups, that are jockeying for position. And trust, I think, lower level isn't at a national level where people identify with all of Iraq or the Iraqi military. It wasn't that way, and the focus was on tribal and family and religious.
I don't know what the goal in Iraq is as a United States citizen.
You're not the only one, because you don't hear the candidates talking. I mean, think about it in the terms of the political debate that we're having right now to pick the next future leader. There's no clarity in, what the situation is now, how we change that situation. All you hear is, well, I was for it then, but if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't be for it. Well, that would be the winning model for Wall Street, right? If you know your stock is
From all of your different perspectives, what do you think of something like Senator Biden's plan? Of Senator Biden's plan, his proposed
Senator Biden,
plan?
yeah, that's a good question. I'm glad that you asked. This is because it is coming in April. Abdulaziz Hakim, the head of the Islamic Higher Council in Iraq, is going to present a project of a federation of 9 provinces in Iraq, which will practically divide Iraq into 3 pieces: Kurdish area, Shia area, and Sunni area. It will be, and in my opinion, I'm very much against it. I'm very much against the thing, because it is, instead of solving one problem, it will create endless problems. You are dealing with a third world country. the region in the Arab world is unknown.
It's hard just being like an average American and trying to do the research on your own, to come up with your own opinions, and like, you know, being young and